So if I identify myself with so-called myself, the moment you are born, the moment you are closer to death. So it is a disaster. We don't like death because the truth never dies. My soul never dies. It carries traces of the so-called me after it is liberated from the body and the mind and the limitations of space and time. So at all times, no matter who you are, no matter who she is, no matter where, if you identify yourself with the human self, you are getting closer to its end. If you identify yourself with the real you, the light of the divine in you, there is only victory, because it is forever. It is not subject to the limitations of space and time and comings and goings. It's a divine light that shines forever. So it depends where is your referencing. Where, with who, with what are you calibrating? If you calibrate yourself with your biography, it's horrific. So much mistakes, so much food you have consumed, so much air, so much pollution you have contributed to. But if you identify yourself with the light of the lights, which is in transit in this world, it is in transit, not transfix. It cannot be fixed. It's moving on from eternity to eternity in eternity. It's not subject to what we consider as human beings great speed, great movement. The fastest speed we can attain is that of speed of light, 300,000 kilometers per second. If you imagine, if you come to know what moves possibly faster, it loses all identity. It is no longer definable. It morphs into another zone, which is the quantum field. We are both limited, limitless. Insan, insaniya, humanity is limited. So you and I and he and she would empathize, sympathize, can understand. But equally, that only exists because of divinity. So the real truth of it, the inner substance of it, is the divine light in you. And that is the same as with everybody else. Therefore, as humans, we need to cultivate the understanding, first belief, trust, and then to knowledge that everybody else is the same. They carry that spark from the infinite unknown. For it to manifest in the limitation of the human being, seeking knowledge. Knowledge is power. We all seek the all-powerful. And what knowledge you and I and he and she acquires is limited. What power, physical, mental, in any other way, is limited. So as human beings, we are limited. Seeking the limitless, seeking that which is within us. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. So you trust in that. You believe in that. You accept it as a sketch, as a, if you like, as a given, if you like, idea of a path. It's to begin with, it's something strange to the 20, 30-year-old, because he or she have identified himself or herself with their biography, with their skills, with their education, with their face, with their shape, with their color, with their religion, with whatever. So you but now trust that you are here to be attuned to that which is everywhere and nowhere in terms of place. So you have faith, living faith. The Quran reminds us all, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu aminu. First you have the idea of a faith. It's a mental construct. And then you know there's all what there is faith. Because you are within the confines of space and time. But you have hope, faith, trust that you will come to be at one with that reality of oneness that is not confined to space and time. So through faith, trust, you will begin to move higher and higher in the ladder of consciousness until you come out of conditioned consciousness, the so-called you, to the real you, without denouncing the so-called you, because that is where you have hatched. That is the womb for which you have emerged. First the mother womb, and then the earthly womb, space and time. And then all what you can do is to do your best to help creation, to help this little experiment of existence on earth to move along the arc of the rise of consciousness.